Hey everyone, welcome back to Weekends on Wheels. It's Will and
Ashley.
today we're going to start our kitchen series, and that's where we bring you into our kitchen and show you some of our favorite meals, our tips, our tricks, our techniques.
2 days, 2 dogs, 1 rig, let's go. Running on coffee and kibble, steady toe. Yeah, we roll, this is how we roll.
Usually we'd also do things inside Arby's kitchen, but right now we're inside our kitchen in our sticks and bricks because it's the off season, unfortunately, for us, but we want to bring you content year round still. So some meals we will do in our kitchen in the house because we prep them before we go and before we go on the weekend, and some meals we'll do inside the RV because that's where we end up finishing them up or doing there. So with this part, we're going to talk about the Crockpot. Lately, Ashley's really fallen in love with the Crockpot, and
Especially with camping.
It's your
especially with camping. Just set it up and it's ready to go, and whenever you're ready for it.
So in this Crockpot series, what I'll do is we'll go through all the tools that we use, Crockpot setups, the different Crockpots we have. Yes, we have more than one. And for different styles and different things that we here. And we're going to work through 5 meals in this video of what we make and how we make it.
Our favorites.
Yeah, pretty much our favorites, I'd say. And so we'll get there. First, we're going to jump over to our table where we have everything set up. We're going to talk about each Crockpot, show you what accessories we have, and at the bottom of this video in the description, they'll all be listed. So if you're looking for them, they'll be down there. But this is what we're found were useful. And you know what? If you have anything else to add about Crockpot, please do down below in the comments. We'd love to learn. And man, every day we're learning. So heading into the store. Just another tip and trick from us. Make sure you got the ingredients if you're going to start Crockpot. Oh yeah, don't forget a card, because usually you buy more stuff than you need. Another tip and trick of don't do. Don't go on Sundays. Somebody help me. Always check that they're firm. That's not. Oh God, she's pulling me. We're going to rock out with our Crockpots out. All right. Now we've made it to our Weekends on Wheels display table. So we just wanted to go through a couple of the Crockpots that we have. We have 3, if you haven't noticed. A couple of the accessories we use and why we bought them and why we use them. So the first one, this is our original. This is a Bella. Ashley really likes those. Not sponsored, not endorsed. Would love to be, but Bella, we like their products. These are 2 of them. And the reason we went with this one first is the bottom stores the power cord, stores flat, so it's not obstructing anything. And it's really good because it's travel friendly and it's relatively cheap. It is kind of banged up from knocking around in the thing. And yeah, other than that, we're happy with it. For the tacos we're going to do, this usually works the best. But if you're making larger amounts, or if, like when we make lasagna, we use this size, use the different sizes. So great option to have 2. This is the home Crockpot. This is Beautiful by Drew Barrymore. This is apparently the Cadillac. Not sure, don't know, just heard the rumor. I like these slow cooker liners. These liners are great because you just pick them up, throw it out, and the inside of the Crockpot stays clean. Because usually, sometimes, depending on the thing, we like to do Crockpot first and Crockpot last, if we can. This way, on the last day, we can get the grills put away, the Blackstone, all that kind of stuff to prepare to leave for the next day. So we try and do first and last with Crockpots if it fits the menu. If it doesn't, no big deal. Whatever. It's just a little extra things to clean up. But we try to set ourselves up for success on departure day. Sometimes, depending on what we're cooking, especially if we're cooking pastas, mac and cheese, lasagna, that kind of stuff, always put a piece of paper towel in between. Usually it's 3 wide, double or triple folded. This hits the condensation, saves it, and keeps the pasta from getting real mushy. So things like mac and cheese, lasagna, those kind of things, use paper towel in between. Meat shredders, we do pulled pork a lot in the Crockpot. Absolutely lovely. So these are nice shredders for the Crockpot. We also just recently discovered shredded chicken parmesan. So chicken parmesan with all your regulars, sauce and meat and cheese and all that, and then you just shred the chicken. absolutely delicious. So shredder handles are always good to have. Shout out to my parents for finding these great pink utensils. Ashley loves pink, favorite color. Also shout out to Ashley's parents for buying us the Cadillac Crockpot. But these are really good utensils. We love them. Good strong plastic they're made out of. And then last, I export a lot on Fridays with Crockpot Meals. So there's one ready at the campground, and we just got this pink travel bag for the Crockpot. It's got a harness that goes around it. This side goes over the Crockpot, and then there's two straps that come from the other side. And we just run the power cord out the back here, so we can plug it into the truck, and we do keep this running. The only thing we do recommend is leaving it a little bit vented. Don't close it all the way because it's meant to seal in the heat, but we have it plugged in, so it's hotter than it normally runs. So leave it open, leave it vented. Like I said, everything this is what we do. You know, let's talk the disclaimer. I don't know if it's meant to be plugged in to use, so use at your own risk and take the advice or recommendation, whatever you want to call it, at your own risk. So this is really all you need. This little guy, or the big lady, if you wanted to make a bigger meal. That's really all you need to Crockpot, and that's one of the reasons we love it so much. So Ashley's going to jump in now. She's going to talk about actually cooking and putting stuff together and making some delicious food. So we'll hop on over to the kitchen. Follow us over.
Today we're going to start with tacos. What we like for tacos is, one of the biggest things I found is extra lean ground beef. This is 93.7, so all the fat doesn't sit in the crock pot and just make it really soggy. We like the taco sauce already made in a jar. Sometimes we do this, not all the time. So let's get started. So we're going to use the small crock pot today since we're just making a little bit of tacos. One of the most important parts of cooking is make sure you have a dog or two to trip over. They're very helpful. So next thing is the meatballs. With our meatballs, I like to pre-cook them before we even leave for camping, and then just throw them in the freezer and pull them out the morning of that we're going to eat the meatballs. So first thing is we're going to go preheat the oven. So about 350 for 15-20 minutes. So in our meatballs, I like to put a blend of cheeses. This is just Parmesan and a little bit of mozzarella. I have about a pound of ground beef here. So 2 eggs, some onion powder, some garlic powder, Italian seasoning, garlic and herb seasoning, and then breadcrumbs. If you're gluten-free, these are great. Obviously, if you're not, use regular breadcrumbs.
First step is making the sauce. So you do a mix of Rayo's marinara and Alfredo sauce, and then a little bit of ricotta, mozzarella, 2 different kinds of Parmesan cheese.
I don't run like the wild ones do. I watch the world from Lily's view. Every smell, every sound, little wonders all around. Tails slow, eyes bright, home is wherever we park tonight.
First step, always have your kitchen helper. Next up on the top 5 crockpot recipes is garlic butter steak bites, usually served over mashed potatoes. Let's get to it. All right, so pulled pork here. We got a butt, shoulder, boneless. It's a little bit smaller one. Like I said, we really don't try to have leftovers. So we get a little bit smaller. You could use a pork tenderloin as well if you want to go even smaller. Seasonings, Kinder's the blend, best out there. Salt, pepper, garlic. Got some paprika, minced garlic, some Worcestershire sauce, or as Ashley likes to say,
Worcestershire sauce.
We got some garlic and wine seasoning from Melting Pot. It's kind of like a seasonal we use. A little bit of soy sauce, and then some root beer. Alright, got my BSI on for us CMS professional out there. We're going to put this on low for about 8 to 10 hours. And I like to, with this, every like 2 hours or so, come in and rotate it a little bit so it gets into the sauce and works up. I do like having a little extra root beer in case it gets dried out. You could use beef broth if you wanted to add something different, but 8 to 10 hours on low. And then once you're done, we'll pull it out, shred it, and then we'll get the barbecue sauce back in. So I'll see you in about 8 hours.